see. Let's see.
Oh, what is this? What is this? Hello there.
Hello there.
Good Lord, you're loud. Hello and welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast. Good evening to those listening. This is the podcast that every week we throw a movie at each other and we discuss the movie because we are two dudes that just discuss movies on a weekly basis. I'm your host, Evo, and with me is my co-host.
Salutations, I am the other Evo.
Yes. Do me a favor, pull your mic like slightly away from your mouth, because I think that's the issue here.
Wait, better?
Nah, you're still clipping like hell.
Yeah, I guess this is just fucking Windows.
Yeah,
bullshit.
It might be Windows or it might be Discord or something. I'm not even sure.
No one's sure. No one's ever sure.
Oh, you're a bit better. If you speak slightly quieter, you're a bit better.
As per usual.
Also, just
with my sensual voice.
Sensual, sexy man voice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, as per usual, Discord has displaced our podcast frame slightly to the left, and it's clipping. It's not showing up properly. Okay, I'm gonna have to carry on doing this while you and I are just going as normal. But thank you to those listening. Welcome to the podcast. This is a weekly thing that me and the other Evo do, and we talk about movies, and we give a film to each other, and we discuss that film later on in the podcast. The format is we're going to talk a bit about how our week went, and after that we are going to get into some news, which this week there's quite a bit of news, I guess, because the Super Bowl happened and stuff.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl. We don't talk about that shit. Mostly because it's rigged. It's fucking rigged. Because the Rams should have not played there. Fucking referees, as always. It's fucking hilarious.
Do me a favor. You're literally sounding like absolute bullshit on my end.
Really?
Yeah, your mic's try your Windows settings or something and see if your microphone settings have been messed up or something like that, because that usually happens when updates hit.
Well, I could always switch to my phone.
Yeah,
that makes you feel better.
Well, whatever makes the whole thing sound better, because you don't sound great on my end.
Yeah, I guess I'll switch to my phone for now. I guess I have some new stuff to do now after this is over. Because why not? Just give me a second.
I will give you.
Oh wait, oh shit! I don't have much battery on my phone. Shit.
Throw it onto like a charger or something while you're.
No, because I'm with the new iPhone, so I have only one socket for it. It's a USB one. I can either charge my phone or listen to music.
If you're not gonna
They didn't give you they don't give you the extension. They give me an extension to 3.5, but that doesn't make any fucking sense because I still can't charge my phone.
Also, you sure your microphone's connected? Because it sounds like you're recording from your laptop. It just sounds very clippy and very odd.
Shit. Let me just check the goddamn settings of the.
Yeah, go in your microphone settings or something like that and double check, because it just sounds a bit odd. This is a great start tonight. This is an amazing start.
Is it better?
Nope. Still clipping like crazy.
The fuck is? Because it sounds okay when I test it. Goddamn fucking.
I mean, it might be my end, because I don't think it is on my end. I mean, can you hear me fine?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
It might just be me. Let me just send this over to a bunch of people just to test this and see if it sounds better, but
I think it's on my end. Pretty sure it's on my end.
like I'm not sure. Like I've turned you down slightly because it just doesn't sound amazing, but
Right, so I think it's on my end. I need to restart my PC.
oh, for God's sake.
Which means that for now I'll switch to my phone so we can continue this.
Okay.
Because I think my audio's bugged out.
Yeah, I think your audio might have bugged out because you're literally clipping like hell, and it's really confusing because you know it never usually does that. So. Oh, and I have fixed the frame as well. There we go. Well, kind of fixed it, not really fixed it. Let me just move this slightly more. This is a rocking start.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Okay, I can hear you way better now.
Yeah, because I switched to my phone because I'm starting my PC. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Great start of the podcast. Everything is going as smooth as chunky peanut butter.
He's a chunky boy.
A chunky boy.
Well, okay. What?
In any case, well, do you want to just carry on while you're sorting out your problems, or do you want to wait?
Let's just start on because this is going to take some time, I guess.
Right.
My best guess.
Right. Well, do you want to tell the people how your week went in that case?
Well, I had a quiet week, nothing major. I went and saw Green Book in the cinema. It's a very good movie. I highly suggest you
Which
go
one
watch.
Was Green Book? Is that the one with Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah, who plays an Italian guy. I swear to God, if I didn't know it was Viggo Mortensen, I would have never guessed it. You just need to witness it. It's that good. He just goes all out on that one.
Okay.
He's such an underrated actor. And Marshall Ali, man, he's so good. Still sucks that he's in the new season of True Detective, but he's still so fucking good. He's like, oh my God. Just the two of them also have this really good chemistry between each other. So, because they're basically retelling the story of a real life person called Don Shirley.
Okay.
And it is race related, as you might have guessed, but it's not what you think, because he's a black person who's been who grew up being white. He's a classically trained piano player.
Okay. So is that Mahershala Ali's character then?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a classically trained piano player with 3 PhDs. One in literature, one in psychology, I think it was. Philosophy. I don't know. I'll go with psychology, and the third one is in piano. So and Viggo Mortensen is playing a lowly Italian sleazebag.
Right.
Who's just trying to make by, and he's kind of stupid. I mean, kinda. But he's got heart. He's from the Bronx. He's got heart.
Right. He's one of those.
No, but it's based on real people. These are real people that existed.
Okay.
The movie documents how Marshall Ali decides to go south and do concerts, including in deep fucking south.
Oh, like the deep south, where at that time black people weren't really a thing.
No, they were a thing, but they were a much worse thing. Let's go on that. Well, they kind of touch up on it, but that's not the focal point of the movie. That's the thing that literally caught me off guard. That's not the point of it.
That's good.
It's about because Marshall Ali, well, he's not white, so he can't connect to white people, and he's not black enough to connect to black people. So what the fuck is he? My initial reaction was, he's Michael Jackson. I was like, hey, this is the exactly. I thought this is Michael Jackson, but you know, even Viggo, who's in the beginning, he's a completely racist person. He hears him play the piano for the first time, and he's like, he knows that what he sees is talent, and this goes with one of my moniker: talent does not discriminate.
No, talent. That's the point.
Exactly, talent never discriminates. But and he's trying to help him out because he's his personal chauffeur / bodyguard / I don't know, nanny. And apparently And I did a little bit of digging on this one because this one came out of fucking left field in a movie. Don Shirley was apparently gay, according to Tony Delep or Tony Villa. I forgot his name. Something ridiculous. The guy that Viggo Mortensen plays. After he passed away, he went out in public and said that he never acknowledged it, but he was gay. And they kind of touched upon this.
But
was
it a touchstone of the film though? Because I don't like.
No, it was literally out of left field because Viggo played.
Get it? Because he's gay.
No, because wait.
No, because he said out of left field. I was like,
yeah.
Get it?
Well, sadly, the pun was not intended on this one. It literally came out of nowhere.
Okay.
And in the beginning, it was mentioned that Viro used to be a valet, I guess, or host at a New York nightclub. So he knows things are complicated, so he doesn't judge him, which is fucking ridiculous because he judges him on being black but not being gay. This is the 50s, 60s, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's back in the day when that could be like a really serious double entendre, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they actually catch in one of the scene that we literally learned that he's gay. They catch him in the YMCA facility because the movie is called Green Book because the whole time they have Viro has this book. It's called the Green Book, where places where colored individuals can stay in the deep south. Hello, Liverpool.
Welcome to Liverpool. This should be. We should put that on a shirt.
Yeah,
just a siren.
And it's like even on that day, it's kind of fucking stupid. Even Viro, who's the racist, fucking goes like, "Yeah, this is not this shouldn't happen." It's like that motherfucker played twice in 14 months in the White House, and this is the time at Robert Kennedy, I think. I forgot them because later in the movie,
60s. I don't know.
Yeah,
when the presidents, how the presidents work, so I couldn't tell you.
No, get this. At one point, they were caught. They were jailed because I don't know. He was driving while he was white and was a black person after dark on the streets, and the police are fucking assholes. Surprise on that one. And they got jailed, because Victor Mortensen.
Victor Mortensen one day came out.
They hit one of the cops.
Oh God.
And Dr. Shirley, he's known there, calls a fucking president of the United States, who goes and calls the goddamn governor of the state there, and I'll go with Louisiana. I don't know, just one of those.
Sorry if you heard that noise. I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah, it's one of those. And the governor just gives them a fucking earful. At that point, you know that he called the fucking, he called the president, but the face that Viggo makes, and the other people like, what just happened? And because it was mentioned that he's apparently on good terms with the president and shit. And Viggo was like, who did you call? The president. Oh. No, it can't be. It can't be. And like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. It was like, but it is the beginning of Don Shirley's arc, because he starts to acknowledge that he cannot connect to the people. He cannot connect to his fellow black people. He doesn't even know what rock music is. Viro had to teach him how to eat. Viro had to teach him how to eat fucking fried chicken. Fried chicken. I was like, you have to be fucking kidding me.
That's a stereotype and a half.
But you know what? I have yet to see someone fucking complain about it. I've yet to see someone fucking complain about it. And he's like, and Don Shirley says like, "What you think? I'm some kind of a racist stereotype here. I've never eaten fried chicken." He's for the first time. I fucking loves it. He fucking loves it.
Well, like, can you blame them, man? Fried chicken's fucking great.
I mean, I have yet to see one person fucking complain. Yes, it's a stereotype. It's one of those stereotypes that are like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's the one that no one actually gives a shit about.
I can actually really go for some fried chicken right now.
But there was some things that I didn't particularly like, because racial relationships played a large part in the movie and in the setting.
Well, it was part of the times, and it's also an Oscar film, so people are gonna try and play that up as much as possible.
No. See, the bartender in the New York joint that in the beginning Viggo goes into is an Asian man.
Okay.
And they have a Russian cello player which is fine by me.
Oh, so it's a pretty diverse film then.
Oh, well, his Russian was okay. I was like, it was okay.
He is believable. We're all right.
No, he actually didn't mispronounce a single word of that. What he said. Not that he. Well, he didn't have a lot of lines, which is fine. I'll get to that in a bit later for reasons. And there's also this, and Don Shirley's personal attendant in his real life is an Indian person who speaks like a typical Indian person.
Oh no!
I was like, I can buy some of it, but some of it. I mean, I can buy the personal assistant being Indian, but you try to tell me that somehow in the fucking Bronx, in the heart of the fucking Italy, there is an Asian person behind the bar, and he's, excuse me, it's like,
and he's not been beat up by now.
I know he works there. It was like, do you? And it's a place where the mafia bosses gather. Excuse me. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It was just for a brief moment. He just kind of ruined for me a bit. But I fucking love everyone who acted in it. Literally everyone. His family, Vigo's family, except the mother, his wife.
Okay.
It's a complete fucking racist. In the last scene of the movie where they barely make it in time for Christmas, Vigo goes to his family. They almost finished eating. They just whip out the second batch because Vigo loves eating. He fucking loves eating. He just eats all the fucking time. He just fucking eats. However, he's welcomed. Yeah, and Don Shirley goes to his place and he's all alone, and Vigo told him come meet the family, and he shows up at the family, and they just was like, hey, I want to meet you, I want to introduce you to someone. This is Dr. Shirley. And they'll just look up and see that he's a black man, and they're like, the fucking face is like, and then his brother goes like, come in, sit in. Just stop telling us. It was like, but that first, what? Okay, fuck it. Oh, you're probably a good person. And they finished with a little bit of straight facts. Apparently, they remained friends and they died. I'll lie to you when they died. My PC hasn't still restarted yet. So
Jesus, that's a long restart.
Yeah.
Was it like a Windows update or something?
No, I have to boot up a couple of things that I kind of have to.
Okay.
So it takes a lot of time. Also, Steam's. And yeah, and it was like, oh wait, what was I? I mean, there is a lot going on in the movie, but it's this feel-good movie that's well acted, well directed. It doesn't pass off some fucking useless social commentary that you're just tired of hearing on a day basis. It's just like, it's good.
So it's just a good film that doesn't dwell on the things that all the Oscar films dwell on.
Yeah, it's just two people going on an emotional journey while traveling the heartlands of America, much like what the Neil Gaiman's novel American Gods is.
Okay.
Like no shit, except that in the TV series they fucked it up because apparently it's so fucking difficult to do. No, we have to dwell on a gay Arab guy because he played such a fucking amazing role in the book. Literally, like 5 paragraphs in total, span out through the whole book. And I was like, oh, thank you. I fucking didn't need that.
Yeah. Oh well. So, final thoughts on the Green Book? Good.
Very good.
Is it worth for me to go see it at the cinema, or do I wait?
Yes, you'll fucking love it. The soundtrack is one of the most. It's probably the best soundtrack for this year. I haven't seen Roma yet. I'll probably watch it at some point soon. But for now, it's just jazz and rock and stuff, electric and stuff. And the funniest moment is like when Dr. Shirley talks about Chopin, and Vigo just because he plays not a particularly bright individual. Goes, and even this Joe Penn guy, I'm like, what?
My friend Joe Penn.
I just like, what? I need to know who came up with this.
That's the worst Bronx accent I've ever done in my life.
I also can't do the Bronx accent, so I'll just go with. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Pizza.
Okay, you should go watch the movie. You'll fucking love it.
I shall. At some point, I shall.
Do it fast, because this movie is good. I think it's on the last 2 weeks of it.
Right. Okay.
Because the Oscar is end of February something.
Right.
So
are they at the end of? I'm not even sure, but we'll figure it out.
No, No, I watched it recently because Wes Cosby didn't the Oscar movies Oscar winners already get announced. I was like, not that I can remember.
No, just the whatchamacallit, it's just the nominations.
Yeah, I think it's on the 22nd or 24th of February when the winners are going to be announced.
Right.
Yeah. Secondly, through the week,
Uh-huh.
I watched a couple of videos, got me a little bit thinking about Young Justice. Because of course Young Justice.
What
So
about
it's
Young
not
Justice?
Do you know what this third season's main arc is?
What?
Is the Judas Contract.
I never thought about that.
It's legitimately the Judas Contract. Every fucking last bit of it. Almost, kind of, but mostly. I mean, a bit. It is exactly it is exactly that. I just, it just hit me out of nowhere. I was like, wait, oh my god. Secondly, I'm pretty sure Kid Flash is gonna come back.
Well, yeah, they've been teasing with Kid Flash for a while now, so it's...
No, because the biggest problem the movie had is most people thought that the Speed Force, you know, that quasi unbelievable pseudoscience bullshit
magic
of the Flash. Yeah, let's go with the magical.
It's just magic at this point, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's just like quasi believable.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, apparently, it's because in the first 2 seasons it was never fucking mentioned. They never even fucking mentioned. They just run really fast. Gotta go fast.
No, they do. They do mention the Speed Force a bunch of times in that episode where Wally has to figure out if the episode where he puts on the mask, where he puts on the Dr. Fate mask.
You should rewatch that one. It's never actually.
No, they do that. Like Barry says something about the Speed Force, and Wally goes, "No, it's not the Speed Force. I'm just using science to determine this."
No, I mean rewatch it. Okay. It was never explicitly mentioned. It's like most people thought that the Speed Force didn't exist in that universe because they're literally doing a different universe at this point.
Well, yeah, it's their own little thing, isn't it? So
yeah. So I'm gonna go out for a smoke.
Oh, you're gonna? This is gonna sound great. This is just I can hear everything now. This is great.
I know. Yeah, it happens, but you know it's never actually mentioned. But now, because the fans thought that it doesn't exist in any shape or form.
Right. No, but they do mention it in the latest season. So.
And the official writer. Oh, I never said it didn't exist. At that point, it's like, you know, that whole Wally flickering out of existence has been done in the Flash comics. He comes back.
Yep. He recently came back again, didn't he, for Rebirth, and now they've killed him.
Well, I think there's the biggest gripe I had with the story so far is how the fuck did Garth's memory contain Jason Todd when they were showing dead people because he's not dead? I mean,
well, to everybody else, Jason's dead.
Well, yeah, but
nobody knows that Jason is alive right now. Literally, no one, apart from Ra's al Ghul.
Well, technically, neither is Wally dead. Wally's just in another fucking dimension.
Yeah, but people think Wally's dead because he's never come back. And he said to his girlfriend, he said, "I love you," and disappeared into the ether. So people do assume that he's dead.
So overall, it's a pretty quiet week. Again, just go see Green Book. It's a fucking amazing movie. I'm so glad I spent the time watching it.
Okay.
Marshall Ali should get. I'm not sure he's running for best actor. I think Viggo Mortensen is doing it, but I think Marshall should get at least the supporting act one. Because he put some. Because they also. Well, what was those pretty hilarious words that were used by typical Bulgarian broads? Diametrically.
I couldn't tell you. Are we looking at supporting actors? No, he's not. No, he does have it. He does have supporting actor for a nomination.
Which I'm pretty much against because the movie was about both of them and both each starting at the same point but finishing at a different junction together. So both of them are the main actors in the movie. about the both of them, not just one. I don't know what the fucking process of giving Viggo the best actor and not Marshall Ali is, or vice versa.
Don't know, but at the end of the day, they've both been nominated, and it's a big honor if they end up winning it. So,
I at least Marshall should. At least he should, because I watched the movie and you understand what I'm saying. I didn't check in if he could actually play the piano, but if he can play the piano, wow,
makes it even better, eh?
Wow, just fucking wow.
Okay.
It's a light-hearted movie. Something I fucking missed in the Oscar dates for quite some time.
Fair enough.
So, how was your week?
I didn't really do much, to be honest. I went for sushi last Sunday, and I was very happy about it.
Hey, sushi.
Went for sushi, had some crispy beef, and with like noodles and salad.
That's interesting.
And the day after, I had the worst gas I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how that's possible, considering that I never do it, never have it from sushi, but I couldn't stop having the farts. It was a really good time.
Oh, I also had Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. I keep meaning to go again because there's one here in Glasgow, but I just never get around to doing it.
Don't go. I basically got my basic white bitch card now.
No, but all you get in Taco Bell is you go and just get the beef taco for £1, and you get a bunch, and that's all you have, because that's pretty much the only thing that's decent from there right now. And maybe the Crunchwrap Supreme, that's okay as well.
Well, they have the Stacker box, which is a bunch of shit. And I got another additional taco.
Always get the taco. It's £1.
Well, it comes with 2 tacos, some other stickers.
Oh, you got the thingy. Okay, right.
And an additional taco, because, taco.
Yeah. Also went for pizza on the Monday. You know that place I was telling you about where you pay a tenner and they give you whatever you want on the pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Nice.
It was the best thing ever.
It's like the best thing.
Best thing ever. Yeah. Apart from that, I went to film a thing on Tuesday. Went to film a gig because I was asked to do so because for my amazing professional services.
Okay. And how was it?
It was it was at a college. The shame is it was strike day. People were on strike, so not a lot of people showed up for it.
Okay.
But both bands are pretty good. It only lasted about an hour, so it was a really good time.
Yeah, except they booked it really badly. Who fucking
It's not about booking it. It's how they got scheduled from the college. It's like a college organized thing.
So it's fucking worse. No, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's basically it's not the organizer's fault.
Yeah, well.
What?
I've been meaning to ask you. How are the people at your work treating the fact that you know such a colorful individuals as me?
Kate thought that you lived here.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, she was like,
oh no.
So are you recording the podcast tonight? I'm like, yeah. That was like last week or something, or maybe just after we recorded it. And she thought that you came over every time we recorded.
Okay.
And we sat in the same room and we recorded the podcast. I'm like, no, we recorded over Discord because he lives in Liverpool. And that took that was like a bit of a I can't even explain it. She was so confused. Yet like an epiphany happened out of nowhere.
It's like, oh, so that's how it still happens. Oh.
Yeah, Hannah, the girl that served you, pretty much described her interaction with you and thought that you were a bit weird. But apart from that, nobody else really said anything.
Okay.
Speaking of work, we got a new oven got installed.
Okay, is that a good or bad thing?
It's a bit of both, right? Around the company now, they're doing the thing where they're gonna start doing like a bit of fresh food every now, in certain cafes.
Okay.
And they've taken out some of the panini grills that we used to have. They replaced them with Mary Chefs, which are like these combo ovens, basically.
Okay, just let me see if it runs better now.
Okay,
just bear with me.
I will bear with you, but yeah, they're combo ovens.
Mm-hmm.
And these ovens basically make everything go a lot quicker. So a sandwich that used to take 3 minutes on the grill will takes like a minute and a half on the in the oven.
Okay. Do you hear me better now?
You still sound a bit like shit, but I don't even understand why, considering that we did this last week and everything was working fine.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
But,
you're clipping like crazy. Do me a favor. Go in your Windows 10.
yeah.
Go
Wait, what?
open up Cortana and type in microphone.
Yeah, I've removed Cortana because...
Right. Well, just try and get into your microphone settings and see if what's it called? There's set up a mic and speech recognition. No, I don't want to set up speech recognition. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. Just go in your sound settings. You know, like your regular old sound settings, like the sound mixer.
Yeah, that's the problem. It doesn't boot up for some reason, but I'll figure it out. It's okay. Don't ask.
Okay. If you go in your sound settings, like right click on your sound icon at the bottom on the speaker.
That's the one. That doesn't boot up.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know why. You fucking piece of shit. I fucking hate you. But I have to reinstall my PC at some point.
No. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, this oven, it's good if there's two people on the bar, as in one doing the sandwiches and stuff, and the other one, you know, making coffee. But
yeah.
It's bad when you're on your own because it's so quick. So if you end up having to make more than 2 drinks, you're fucked, because then the sandwich burns because it's in the oven, and you're there like, so is that a lot that you're having? Yeah, okay. And you're there steaming the milk, and as you're steaming the milk, the thing just goes beep. You're like, oh no, the panini, it's gonna burn. And it's just odd. That's all it is. It's just a new thing to get used to. It's a bit annoying at the moment, especially on the Saturday when it's busier a bit. Like, what's going on? Help, please, somebody help. But apart from, I didn't really do much this week. As I said, I went out for food a bunch, and I'm looking around the room to see if anything's. I played a bit of guitar. I'm trying to like pick it up again.
Oh, that's good. I guess maybe.
Yeah, guitar is nice, and I played a bit of guitar, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, for God's sake, we just get comments from people now, and certain people are saying that maybe the sound will be better if you guys were in the same place recording this.
Oh, are they gonna fucking pay me? Because I'll be okay.
Kate, are you gonna pay him, Kate? Huh? You know. You're not gonna pay him, are you? Because I'm not gonna pay him. I don't pay him for this.
Okay, so apparently I figured out what's the problem.
What is the problem? Because you're literally clipping the fuck out. I've literally got you down to minus 20 dB on my sound settings, and you're still clipping the mic.
Yeah, apparently this is gonna take some time. This is gonna take some fucking time. Right. Jesus Christ.
Okay. You should get like you should get a wireless charging pad for your phone, by the way, because it makes your life easier.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna put my other phone to get charged while I talk on this one. Till the battery runs on this one, then I'm gonna switch to the other one.
That makes sense. That makes some sense.
Except there is one little problem. I need to find where my other headset is, because I'm not even using the same fucking headset. Oh wait, no, I don't need that one. Do I need that one? No, I don't need that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't need that one.
Right, okay.
It's fucking confusing. Right. Because apparently, some of the drivers did not install properly. Who fucking knew?
What a surprise. Just troubleshoot the fuck out of it and see how it works.
I did. It's like, okay, so I'm missing a couple of drivers.
Okay.
And let's see now.
This is a great episode. This is such top quality listening material over here.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. I mean, you did say that you were gonna send me the one mic-ish.
Yeah, if you go if you go in your sound settings and see which...
No, I mean it's the proper mic. It's a recording mic. Right. Be right back.
Yeah. Oh, he's switching. He is switching. There we go.
Okay.
You sound like a normal person now, not like some sort of monster that's clipping the fuck out of the microphone. But yeah,
and
that was my week. That was my week. Nothing much happened. I'm trying to, like, tomorrow when I finish up work, because I'm pretty much in from 8 in the morning until 7 at night. I'm going to arrange my forthcoming journey to Manchester.
Yes, please. We'll go watch Battle Angel later.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes, because I'm only going to be there for 2 days.
Well, still, I mean, we should go and watch later.
Oh, we should go watch, yeah. But apart from that, I've not really done much else. I've got a thing coming up on Monday where we've got this competition between all the baristas in the area that are gonna get together and make coffee and see who makes the best coffee.
Can I test?
You can test the coffee. Yeah, you come down and you're gonna test the coffee. They're like, this is shit, and you just throw it out the window.
Yes, me, wild coffee connoisseur.
The connoisseur, the man that drinks all the coffees, yeah. But apart from that, no, that was my week. I didn't really do much. Also, do you want to try and get into the news? Because we have a lot to cover. Well, it's not a lot, but it's quite a bit to cover.
Right, I'll probably have to do some work after I get back up so I can send you the links.
Oh, that's fine. You've got news yourself. You've come prepared this time. Go on.
Just one major. Apparently, 4 trailers dropped by for a movie produced by Guillermo del Toro and directed by, get this, Andre Urveld.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yep. Same person who did Showhunter and the Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah. I haven't seen the trailers as of yet, but I will need to have a look at them.
I did. They're short 30-second trailers that don't convey much except a simple scare. It's weird. It's 4 different trailers, which is fucking weird as shit.
Yeah, I think they're doing like a bunch of separate stories in the same film.
Yeah. I'm interested in seeing it. Secondly, I watched Velvet Buzzsaw.
Is it good? Because I want to sit down and watch it.
Yes. It's weird and it's good. It's everything I actually wanted from the movie.
Well, it's the same. It's Gyllenhaal working with the same guy that they did Nightcrawler together, didn't they?
Well, we didn't like Nightcrawler, did we?
Kind of did. Does John Malkovich chew the scenery?
No, he plays an ex-alcoholic who, because of art, goes back to fucking alcoholism. Same as the guy who hits the pipe.
But he does. They don't let him chew the scenery though.
He doesn't need to, man. He just doesn't.
He's just Malkovich. He doesn't need to. He's just there. The moment he shows up, the scenery's gone because he's eating it.
It's a very surrealistic movie. It features a lot of visual content and the way it was color coded and touches upon all of the not issues but themes of the series.
Okay.
It's weird. The one thing that I fucking felt weird about with this, minor spoilers. Jake Gyllenhaal starts off playing as a gay person, then suddenly switches to a normal relationship. I'm like, wait, he's a bisexual? What?
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a bit of dick every now. I mean, a bit of what were we talking about?
Wait. Get this shit though. The reason why though is one of the themes of the movie.
Yeah.
Trust me, it fucking boggled my mind when I thought about it. I was just like, so what the fuck is he? Because except a pretentious artiste.
Artiste, man. I don't know.
Sorry, not even an artiste. He's a critique.
He's an art critique.
Yes, with all of it. It's with really, really good words. It's like that mints through people's. The art of bullshitting. Literally, the art of bullshit.
Right. So, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Yeah, I've only seen the poster, and that poster looks alright with the scarecrow in the field.
Yeah. Also,
it's not
Golem came out.
Golem.
It's an Israeli horror movie. I tried to watch it. They started speaking some Yiddish stuff, and I was like, no, thank you. I'll skip it.
You're like, after one of us, I don't want to see that again.
No. It's just one of those like, if I don't get the contest, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah. It's just like empty words that are spoken with some fucking conviction and that should lead me to some knowledge, but it doesn't because they're just empty hollow words to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
what's it called again? The Golem?
No, it's just Golem.
Huh.
It's a split because Golem is the original story that's kind of a bit behind the original Frankenstein story.
Yeah.
It follows the same ideas. So they kind of remade it here, but they put a different twist on it, kind of.
Okay.
Apparently, it was well received on the indie circuit, but when I see it, I'm like, those are just like, how can I even fucking comment on stuff that I don't fucking get? How can I even?
Well, it's The Golem. Yeah, it's 93% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
The poster is a little boy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't particularly trust the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, neither do I. I just sort of look at it to get an aggregate of scores just to sort of make sure. But
recently I saw your top 10 underrated movies, and guess which movie was there?
What?
Dracula Untold Stories.
And I'm jumping out the window now.
Yeah, I was like, fuck you, just lost every last shred of dignity with a couple of others that I fucking despised. Like, literally, so bad movies that were like, but they're all fun. It's like, no, a fun movie is Drive Angry, I think, was with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, because it's a Nicolas Cage movie, so it's gonna be...
No, because Nicolas Cage didn't go to Nicolas Cage. He made a subtle performance. He didn't go Nick Cage.
I don't believe that for a second.
You should watch it.
Oh, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like it kind of because he's a driver out of hell. By the way, the guy who did this movie was penned up to the not Hellrider, but Ghost Rider. But this time he's out to hell and stuff, and it was like, it's so weird, but it's kind of good movie. It's really good.
Okay.
And he's had some fucking amazing cast in it. Watch it now.
I will. So the Super Bowl happened. I don't care for the actual game itself. I didn't watch it. All I care about is the trailers that dropped.
Okay, listen, I kinda, because there is this YouTuber. Shit poster. and he's an American and he does American sports, football and hockey.
Okay.
Occasional baseball, but who gives a shit about that?
It's the most boring game in existence.
Yeah, so
after cricket.
Thanks to him, I started watching a little bit more of American football, because through him I kind of understood the sport.
Okay.
Out of that an immense amount of shit posting, I didn't get into it because I don't give a shit about it. But the Rams should not have been on the fucking final. Fuck the referees. Fucking ref ball every time.
Again, I have no idea how American football works. All I know is that they reset about 100 times every 10 minutes.
Well, it's actually pretty fucking easy. The thing is, it's really easy.
Yeah, well.
It's just stupid.
You know what I'm like with sports. I don't really, not the type of person to, care that much. But the trailers, though. So we had a total of, I'll count them as we go. So do you want to actually, you count and I'll say the trailers, if that is easier.
Okay, what?
Yeah, you have fingers. You've counted before, haven't you? So you have Avengers Endgame, like a 30-second trailer.
Oh, this reminds me. Do you know that there is a new trailer for Pet Semetary?
I'll get to that. Don't worry about it. It's in the docket. I've actually watched the trailer, but there is spoilers in it from what I've been told, or from what I've seen.
Well, if you've seen the original movie or read the book, which I still say read the book, even though I haven't read it, it's not exactly spoilers.
But if you have no idea what's going on, the trailer will spoil things. Anyway, so yeah, we have Endgame, 30 seconds. Then we have Us, a trailer for Jordan Peele's next film.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
With the two families and the stuff. It looks, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Then we have Hobbs and Shaw. Sorry, it's called Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, so that one. Fuck that movie. I just fucking tired at this point of these movies.
Do you want to hear something funny actually about these movies?
They filmed in Glasgow.
They filmed in Glasgow, yeah, and they're gonna pass it off as London.
Because of course.
Yep. Then there we go. We have Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark again. You said that was during the Super Bowl. All four of them.
Yeah, I linked you with the cast that's gonna play in it.
That's
Most
good.
people I don't know anything about, but there's also 4 of the trailers in one place. It looks pretty good. It's gonna come out in August, which is weird.
Okay.
I don't know what to think.
Yeah, well, I think it's because It 2 is coming out in October, so they don't really want to compete with that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So then we have Hannah Season 1, an Amazon Prime show. Couldn't tell you
No
what
one gives
that
a
is.
shit about. No one gives a shit about these ones.
Handmaid's Tale Season 3 again, a Hulu original.
Hulu? Really?
Yeah, and I have the most exciting trailer out of all of them.
Which one?
It is called Wonder Park.
What?
Yeah, the movie is called Wonder Park. It is.
Is it some surrealistic bullshit that I'm gonna like in the end?
No, I wanted to gouge my eyes out with a rusty spoon, and as I was watching it.
Oh, yeah. So that I was like, fuck no. No.
It's that animated. It's that animated thing that just looks like absolute dog trash.
Get it away. Get
Wonder
it away.
Park.
Get it away.
We have a bit of a snippet from Alita Battle Angel as well. They've got like a Super Bowl commercial for that.
Jennifer Garner's gonna voice shit in there. What?
Yeah. Marvel Studio, Captain Marvel got 30 seconds out of it.
No one cares about that.
The Twilight Zone got a promo as well.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. John Oliver is in there. What the fuck is this shit?
Toy Story 4 got an ad.
Yeah, I think that movie should never. Toy Story 3 was the proper way to write the proper. We don't need a 4th one.
Oh well. Our Planet got a trailer on the Super Bowl. It's a Netflix original film, voiced by David Attenborough.
Oh god, fucking damn it!
I will watch this just for David Attenborough's voice.
It's by the way, you're wrong. It's a TV series comprised of 8 episodes. I've just IMDb'd it.
Okay.
And he's gonna narrate 5 of them. What?
Yes, this is amazing. That was the worst David Attenborough impression ever. But in any case, yeah, that's about it. I think we completely. Oh, Game of Thrones got a thingy as well.
No one gives a shit about that. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Phoenix Point, the game that's developed in Sofia.
Oh, Phoenix Point, the one that's getting developed in Bulgaria, yeah?
Yeah, it's getting its date pushed to September.
Okay.
I think that's a okay thing. Oh, by the way, there is a trailer out for Patient 001 that's going out on DVD on the way to VOD on February.
Okay. What is that?
It's a movie about a guy that's close to death. His wife decides to clone him because he has research on cloning, so he carries the child that's him. Then the both of them can't live in the same place because they kind of share the same soul. So he goes and tries and kill it, but he leaves it to survive. Then 20 years later, it comes back. It's some weird ass shit.
Okay.
I watched the trailer. I think the trailer was posed too much. It's one of those. You remember the movie Splice?
Yeah. I mean, I remember watching bits of it, but I never actually finished it because I was bored out of my mind.
So was I. It's a modern retelling of the Frankenstein story.
It's also a modern retelling of Species as well, but
not as much Species. The focal point is about the mad researcher and how far it can
go. Yeah, but it's also like Species because she becomes a sexy alien lady.
No, because after she made since she was developed from a single organism that are usually hermaphrodites, depending on the situation necessary, they switch sex. After she has sex with her husband, she switches to become a male, and he in this case.
And then she fucks the husband.
No. He kills the husband, and she impregnates the doctor, and he dies, and she carries the baby to continue her research. It's just it's not bad. It's just I don't know. I'm not particularly into it. It's like many people hailed it as a really good movie. I thought, oh, this is stupid. For a majority of reasons, and the twist isn't particularly a twist because it's fucking said out loud.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to say one other thing that I did this week, just to completely sandbag this whole news thing. I finally bought Dark Souls 3 because it was on sale.
Oh, so
Because I can
play,
I can finally run it.
Okay. Oh, so get yourself Darksiders 3. It's the Dark Souls of Darksiders games.
Yeah, I know.
Also get Spyro, which is the Dark Souls of...
Everything is the Dark Souls of something now, isn't it?
Do you know why that happened?
Get God of War because it's the Dark Souls of God of War.
Now that you mention games, get this shit.
What?
EA just experienced its worst fall in the stock market in the past 20 years.
Oh, I know about that. There is an EA story in here. I know we don't talk about games usually news-wise, but there is an EA story that we're gonna talk about. They talked about on the Castle Super Beast podcast this week.
Also,
and heartbreaks happened.
Also,
yes.
I want to mention this.
Yes.
And oh wait, now I fucking forgot what I was talking about.
Yep.
Typical me. Oh god, what the fuck was I on about?
I don't know.
So EA got to drop his stocks. Oh, fuck me. Anthem's it's convoluted release scheme, and it looks pretty.
Yeah, Anthem. The whole thing around the demo as well with Anthem, the whole game has been an absolute shit show.
Well, no, I mean, because get this. Do you know what? Because the official release schedule came out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put this into perspective.
Yeah.
If you have pre-bought the game and you have EA Origins, and you prepaid the premium, you're getting the game on the release date.
Yeah.
If you just pre-order the game, you get the game 1 week-ish later. I think it's actually more. It's like 2 weeks later you get the game.
Right.
If you get the pre-order on Xbox-ish, on the Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, but you don't have something I forgot, you get 10 hours for free in the middle of those 2 weeks. After that, it closes again, and then it reopens. It's some weird ass shit that makes no sense.
It's EA being idiots again, isn't it?
Well, no. The thing is, this one blew up. This has been going on for quite some time. It's the same with fucking Red Dead Redemption. You know what those bastards at Red Dead at Rockstar did?
What?
They open. If you've pre-ordered the game and you've gotten the 80+ pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
You get the multiplayer experience 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah, that's why a lot of YouTubers are going through it now because they got it. Well, they were going through it because they got it early.
Yeah, but you only get the multiplayer, and the game's focal point of selling was the multiplayer, and so basically they get a head start for 2 weeks by paying literally twice the amount they should be paying for it because fucking reasons. In a game that's supposed to have some kind of multiplayer live service that would probably amount to the longevity of the game. Completely fucks it up because now imagine this: you paid for the game, you paid the 60 quid because it's a pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
You pay the 60 quid. You get in the game 2 weeks later, go into the fucking multiplayer, and there comes a level fucking max level motherfucker just gives your ass, and I was like, sure, whatever.
That's always a thing with these kind of games though, because a lot of even with other ones that people don't even buy and release, or they buy them later on a sale or something, they jump into multiplayer and they get their asses handed to them because everybody's over leveled. And the game's matchmaking in a lot of cases just doesn't fucking work.
And I can't fucking remember what I was talking about. I was gonna talk to you about.
You'll get to it. It's okay. Are you excited about any of the trailers from the Super Bowl or?
Well, except that Semetary, which I fucking hope is gonna be a good movie. Because
the trailer looks really good. I'll say that. I'll say that much. The trailer looks really, really good.
I don't think that there is much to talk here.
Avengers dropped a bunch of frames, and if you go through it frame by frame, you see some interesting stuff like Rocket's wearing his original costume, and there's a lot of things going on in the trailer itself, but they didn't drop much. But it's enough for people, if you know what you're looking for, you go, oh, okay, there's things going on here. I see.
Yeah, and I don't like Avengers, so I don't give a shit.
Again, I'm excited to sort of see it because this is the sort of the end of the original cast that started it all. So I just want to see how they tie the bow together. I just want to see how they get everybody back.
Oh, did they tease for a female Iron Man next? I think they did something like
Iron Man was a thing in the comics, female Iron Man. Then it was what's her name? It was Black Panther's sister, but she's currently dead.
This is the thing I hate about these movies. It's like when you go to DC and the different universes and different types, you still know that you're getting Batman, you still know that you're getting Superman, and it doesn't fucking matter because they're the same character, just different people most of the time.
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, when they go bad, still the same people, but they're kinda twisted a little bit. Remember when Batman was a fucking Nazi? Remember that one? Do you remember communist fucking Batman and communist Superman? Because we had Nazi Batman,
Yep.
Nazi Superman as well.
Yeah.
I mean, still the same fucking people. Still like, yep, that's Batman. Oh, so that's what will happen if this one was like that. Now you see Iron Man, you see a woman in Iron Man. It's like, what? Well, she doesn't even resemble a little bit of Tony Stark.
That's besides the point, though. People are gonna clap the moment another female gets introduced to the team because let's face it, there's not that many females in the team right now.
I agree that they're not. They're actually. I think it's only that useless slog, Black Widow, who's only there to progress the plot with some fucking voodoo magic.
She's gonna stop Thanos with a pair of 9 millimeters. She's gonna use 9mm. She's gonna stop Thanos by shooting him with bullets.
Yeah, because that fucking works
Of course,
every time.
bullets work every time.
And it's like, but to be fair, now I'm thinking. See, I'm not a big Marvel fan. I don't like Marvel at all. Which female superheroes can they actually put? She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk could probably do the job.
She-Hulk. Well, no, I don't think they're introducing anybody new in Endgame. They're gonna introduce Captain Marvel beforehand. She's gonna get her own film, and then I think 2 weeks later we're gonna get Endgame. That's how they did with Black Panther as well.
Okay, fine. Right,
but like she's gonna show up, and we already have Gamora and Nebula, and we have.
Yeah, but they're Guardians of the Galaxy. They're not Avengers. That's the thing.
True, but they can be part of the Avengers. You never know.
I don't think it works that way. I don't think if you're traveling across the fucking galaxy.
Scarlet Witch.
Fair enough, but Scarlet Witch is a mutant. Last I checked.
Nope, she's been in the Avengers because they put her in, but they used a sort of different origin, so they didn't get to call her a mutant. They had a what's his face? They had a I was gonna say Speedo. They had Quicksilver as well, but he's dead now in the Marvel continuity anyway.
Yeah, I don't actually think there is a lot of choices for the female representation.
You never know. Let's see how it goes. And
yeah, I'm pretty sure that some actual Marvel fan will be like, "Oh, what about these guys? These guys can do it." It's like, sure, whatever. But when you think about DC has always been more versatile in this. Way more versatile. Now I think about it. Maybe because I'm a DC fanboy, but
I'm a DC fanboy myself. But speaking of that, I completely forgot about that. It's not even in the news documents. Thank you for reminding me. Did you see the small snippet from Birds of Prey?
I think so. I'm not sure.
What the fuck is going on there?
Well,
because they're like, see you soon. It was like, you didn't show anything. You just showed a bunch of costume tests, a bunch of screen tests about how the costumes work on screen, and you showed Ewan McGregor who's gonna play Black Mask without wearing the black mask.
Oh my god!
What the fuck was going on? Like, I really hope they do well, but that just I was more confused than anything.
Man, I just want to see Ruby Rose playing Batwoman. It's kind of weird because Batwoman has a really long red hair.
No, it's a wig. It's always been a wig.
I know, but it's like I want to see how they're gonna.
Well, they've shown a bunch of stuff from the crossover. She looks really good.
I hope so. I fucking hope so because Ruby Rose is a really talented actress.
And she's getting her own show as well.
But it's the CW, and fuck the CW. Fuck the CW. Fucking useless sexist shit. I mean, you remember I showed you the clip of the guy who literally lambasted the Arrow series, but this is up until the season 4, and he actually has a video about season 4 if you checked it out.
I'll have to have a look. Honestly, again, I've been sort of in and out of work all the time, and I've literally had no early nights, so this is like my one night.
Well, it's kind of my fucking quips with the show and the problems. It's because it's the CW, so sports drama is kind of what they fucking do.
Yeah, that's
every
true.
fucking time. And he touched also about the toxicity of the fans. with that whole Felicity, the guy who played Arrow.
Felicity, Stephen Amell.
Yeah, Stephen Amell, that shit. I mean, fucking hell, I'd probably cancel the show. If I was Stephen Amell, I'd just quit. I just fucking quit the show.
He's like, no,
that's just
done. Just walk away from it.
Bro, they literally took photos from him and his wife, and they just photoshopped Felicity's face on it. It's like, divorce your wife and be with Felicity. It was so bad. Like,
I'm cringing right now. I'm physically shrinking in my chair now that you said that. I completely forgot that was even a thing.
It's like, I don't even know how he pull up with it. He just, how do you do this shit? I was like, I'd be fucking gone. But like, fuck you guys. Fuck you.
See you later. I'm not putting up with this.
It's just, I mean, and they also there is also a little, and you know, because Felicity is such an amazingly well written character. Don't fucking ever.
You mean the character that stopped in the middle of Barry and Iris's either proposal or wedding to say that she wants to get married too, and they get married together in the same day.
I for saying that you know, Felicity, the one person that she says like, you're the only person that I would never accept you lying if you're lying to me. I would never accept it because I expect honesty from you. Says that to Stephen Amell, to Green Arrow. And then she proceeds to lie for him for the next fucking 3 seasons. And apparently that's okay. But if he lies once about something that...
But she's a strong female character, Evo. That's besides the point.
She's not. She's a fucking dimwit. She's almost as bad. She's almost as bad as Iris. And I can't fucking believe... I mean, I remember starting the Flash show. I was like, oh my god, Flash is gonna get the TV show. I'm gonna watch it because Flash is amazing. Oh my god. And he's like, it's not... Why is Iris his stepsister? Oh god, this is so wrong. This is so fucking wrong. Why does everybody here have some fucking superpowers? This is the Flash we're talking about, not Flash and Friends. This is the Flash. He is the guy with the superpowers. And when he was the only guy with superpowers, that's fine. But now you have fucking Impulse, whatever. You have fucking Killer Frost, whose trend of having boyfriends that die at the end of the season just continues every fucking time. Force drama is the CW way. And then you have Iris, who is the leader of these people because she has to do something, I guess. I mean, she used to be a blogger. Now she's a reporter by some, I don't know, reasons.
By some chance, yeah.
And there is also other people with fucking superpowers. I was like,
oh well.
And Joel's girlfriend has some fucking superpowers given to him.
I didn't even know about that. Honestly, like I watched season 3 up until episode 10, and I kind of stopped because I got really bored.
It's really bad because again, this shit. Joe's girlfriend has psychic powers and she can read people's minds because the baby's giving it to her because apparently she's pregnant and the baby's has the N-metal gene, just the gene that makes superheroes.
The metahuman.
Whatever. It's N sessions. It's N because apparently in the awesomely 3-hour-long video it explains how it's N metal that makes the meta gene.
Oh, the the same metal that's responsible for Hawkman and stuff. Yeah.
And from metal because it's shards of the metal that he used to beat Barbados back in the fucking Dark Age.
Yeah.
It
that's the metal that gives everybody a bunch of power in the comic.
Yeah. It's like it makes sense. It makes sense because it's explained. But saying this out loud makes me feel like I'm the fucking stupidest motherfucker in existence.
It's like I feel like a bit of a nerd, but
no, because it raises so many questions. It's like, so if there is a set amount of metal that's been splintered and went into the people, how the fuck are the metal gene humans multiplying at such a rate? Does that mean that the metal itself is multiplying? Does that mean it's organic? But no, it's not organic because it's a metal because it's so inorganic. What the fuck is this going on?
Don't think about it. It's comics. We can think about this all night if we were here. But in other news, the World War Z sequel has been cancelled.
Shit, that's so bad. I wanted to see a sequel.
I didn't because that film was atrocious.
Actually, I really watched it. It's not as bad as I might remember.
It's atrocious.
Yeah, give it another watch. Give it another watch. It's not as bad. It's a very interesting take on the zombie.
Do you know what's the one thing that upsets me about the sequel?
What?
David Fincher was supposed to direct.
Yeah, that would have failed. Fincher is not the kind of person that would have pulled out a movie like that.
Yeah, but Paramount has pulled the plug on it apparently.
Well, they pulled the plug on the Dark Justice League.
No, that's Universal.
Yeah, but they still pulled the plug. No,
Oh.
the Dark Universe, the Dark Justice League.
Wait, Justice League Dark. I thought that was still in development.
No, apparently, I mean, we haven't heard shit from it the past
last
2 years.
Last we heard, no, well, I think it was last year they said it was still going strong. They were just
No.
trying to figure out a way to cast people.
No, because last we heard is like they announced Guillermo del Toro would probably, but it was never confirmed.
No, I think he stepped down to produce and they got somebody else to direct, from what I remember.
I think at this point it's pretty dead and sad because Dark Justice League was
now.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Dark Justice League was amazing.
Yep. Also, Bill and Ted #3 began filming. Is going to start filming on March 5th.
Does it have Keanu?
Yep, it has all the original cast.
I'll give it a watch.
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear.
I'll give it a watch. Mostly because, Bill and Ted was fucking amazing. It's like Keanu and Nicolas Cage are some of the two most underrated actors for no good reason.
Yep.
No good reason.
Yep.
It's like Keanu has systematically put fucking hits on all accounts. People hate him because he doesn't emote much.
Yeah,
Shit,
people hate Nicolas Cage because he emotes too much, so go figure.
No, people don't get Nicolas Cage acting. Nicolas Cage acting is a fucking once in a lifetime. You bask in the glory of the fucking hand that he can produce.
There's actually a video now that you said about him on I think it's on YouTube somewhere where he discusses his most iconic roles. And he gets in some really sort of interesting detail as to, why he acts the way he acts and why he does certain things. And it's really interesting to watch.
Yeah, I think that actually thinks about what he has to do, unlike most people who just pretend, or some that don't even fucking do that. Just look at Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man acting. It's non-existent. He just goes to set it, behaves like himself. That's it. It's like, I'm doing it. It's like, there is no Iron Man. There's just Robert Downey Jr. in a fucking mech suit. That's it. Tony Stark? No, that's Robert Downey Jr. That's not Tony Stark. Tony Stark's dead. He doesn't exist.
So, you know how I said about sad EA news?
Yeah.
You know Titanfall, the Respawn Entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
The guys that made both Titanfalls, both really good games.
Yeah. I know it died.
And they were still developing Titanfall 3, and they put out a game recently called Apex something or other.
Yeah, Apex Legend. It's a battle royale. Fucking always.
So, allegedly, they've canceled Titanfall 3 to make this instead.
It's fine. According to EA financial report, do you know why Battlefield 5 failed?
Why?
Because there was no battle royale mode. There was too much single player.
Bullshit. They can fuck right off. Do you know why Titanfall 2 failed? Because they put it out in the same month with Battlefield. I'm sorry, with Battlefront, and everybody bought Battlefront instead. And they were both EA published games.
Yep. And
so
you know what the worst
EA
thing
can
is?
fuck right off because Titanfall deserves a lot more credit than it actually got.
The second one. The first one not as much, but the second one.
The second one was fucking stellar.
Yeah, the second one was the single player was pretty good. I thought it was a good continuation of the story.
Single player harkens back to because it's the same people. It's basically Call of Duty 4 level of single player campaign.
Ish. I'd go more for. Have you played any of the Mech Warrior franchises?
No, I'm talking as in tone and as the way it makes you feel while you play it. It's really well fleshed out, and the story flows nicely, and all the characters make sense, and you care when shit happens, and it's not just shoot the gun at the man.
And there was a time-changing mechanic.
Yep.
Since it was fucking fun for one.
And there was a mech with character that had no character but still had character somehow.
Yeah, I know, and that's probably one of the few times in recent memory that I can recall that inanimate automaton object had more fucking character, and I cared more for than most of the people.
Yep.
Were in the game.
Both him and the main guy, they both had such a great. It's just a good game. For those of you who haven't played Titanfall 2 and get your hands on it instead of this new shit they've been made to put out, and play Titanfall 2 instead.
I mean, no, I actually watch people play the game. It's not as bad as what I think. I mean, it's battle royale. I'll probably never play it. But
Also, it's made by the guys that made Titanfall, and it has none of the intricacy of Titanfall because
they use the same mechanics, kinda.
Not really, because none of the movement is the same. It's just dumbed down to the point where. Do you know why they've dumbed it down? Because the kids have to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, because children. I don't know.
Because no kid's gonna do a wall jump off a double jump through a slide, and then slingshot themselves across the map. Because that's too many buttons.
And now you see why I fucking hate Dusk so much.
Dusk is fucking great, man.
Dusk is fucking amazing. That's probably one
Dusk,
of the best
the game
games.
that has like basically two extra buttons for movement. Well, two basic buttons for movement, which is control and space, and you can get so much out of it. It's
Yeah, hello to Liverpool.
Hello, Liverpool.
The thing is though, on hard difficulties, that control button is your best fucking friend. No joke. Because on Zero Miedo, this thing has built
Zero Miedo.
Zero fear has built me more times than I can fucking count. You get to episode 3.
Honestly, I watched a speed run of that game, and the guy pretty much spent the whole time just jumping like a maniac, and he just beat the game in half an hour. I was like, Jesus. All right.
No, did you see that second to last level on the episode 3? That's basically the transparent one.
No, I've not touched any. I've not touched it for a while because I've been trying to get into Dark Souls 3, and it's pissing me off a bit. But I might get back. I might play a bit of it tonight because it's the type of game that you jump in and you play, and then you can stop anytime you want.
Beat it. It would take me on the difficulties about 4 hours to beat it normally.
Okay.
Normally.
I'll take 4. It's not bad.
Because well, for me it's easy. I grew up playing FPSs.
Well, so did I, but I'm a bit more like I like taking my time and shit. So.
And I also got myself to play Quake 1 again on the second last difficulty. It's more difficult than I remember. It's way more difficult. Maybe I should get my mouse sensitivity up on that one because I need turn Quake.
Yeah, it's Twitch shooting at this point with Quake. It's always been like it.
Yeah, but it's so fucking.
Yeah. Well, is that all the news?
Well, until I fucking remember the one that I forgot.
Well, you're going to remember it probably halfway through talking about this week's film.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
the Dota Major.
Sorry, say that again. You broke up a bit.
The Dota Major happened.
Oh, did it?
Yep. It was in China, I think.
Oh.
It was some weird place I can't fucking pronounce because I didn't bother learning it. I was like,
I'm not gonna say anything just to prevent racism, but if it was just you and me in the same room without people listening, I will say something stupid right now.
Volvo dropped the fucking bomb by doing it because the last major in China was a fucking shit show.
Was it? Again, I stopped following Dota a while ago.
Bruh, there was a fucking video. Shit show of epic proportions. I have rarely seen, and this is a major event. This is not a minor event. This is a major.
A big old event, major. Yeah.
That was so fucking bad. They had the teams, especially the final, walked into their room for strategizing and shit. It was a plastic table with 6 plastic chairs. That's it. No fucking outlet around.
Seriously?
Yes. It was such a fucking shit show. One of the casters, fucking the fat fuck himself. Big old fuck himself went to Twitter and said that he's fired and they will never be working with him again. And the other casters that was supposed to cast Dota, they just didn't. They just said we're not going to. This is fucking ridiculous. We're not going there again. We're not going to China to do another one of these. And they get some people that
you can't blame them at the end of the day.
Oh no, but because the money's in China and the whole problem. And there was a little bit of racism going on because one of the players in America said that in Min's words, he said that he didn't like Chinese people much. This is politely putting it.
I don't like those Chinese.
And the Chinese people started to cry fucking racism. Then they showed it, and then his whole team got suspended for his one action.
They're a team. One person is liable for everybody else. That's how teams go. So,
but they went to the Chinese fucking Twitter and they showed how they called the other people fucking monkeys and shit. And you're like, and they're not getting punished, and you're like, fuck you guys. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, sometimes you think that racism is a two-way street, but it's not. People always figure out that it's just, I'm not even going to say anything. We'll keep that to private conversation because I don't want to get into it.
No.
Also, sorry, now that you said... what?
Yeah. It's only viable when money's...
Yeah. When money's involved, everything's viable. Now that you said video games, which reminded me, Cabal got revealed for Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay.
He looks good.
All right. I mean...
but yeah. Speaking of video games and first-person shooters...
Yeah.
Do you like my little segue here? Do you like where I'm going?
Yeah.
You gave me a film to watch last week.
Yep.
And the film was entirely in first person.
Yep.
And it goes under the name of Hardcore Henry.
Yes.
I literally just watched it before we started recording because I wanted to keep it fresh. Well, to be honest, I kind of forgot to watch it and watched it today. But this was one of the dumbest films
I know,
I've ever watched in my life.
And it's so good. It's so fucking good.
I saw the twist coming from minute 1.
Well, duh.
And the story, for how basic it was, had a lot more intricacy than I thought it would.
I know, right? And the thing is, it's so dumb, but it works so fucking well.
Well, it's basically a guy wakes up and he's half cyborg, and all you see is his point of view the whole movie, and somebody goes, "This guy's coming to kill you. Please stop him." And there's your story. This guy has your wife. Go save your wife, and that is literally the entire film.
And his name is Akan. I don't know how.
Yeah, Akan. They pronounce it as Akan.
Well, because they're Russians. I don't know how. Because the thing is, like the wife's name is Estelle, I think.
Estelle, yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
And Akan doing his best Tommy Wiseau impression. It's just...
Oh yeah, he had some fucking bullshit powers for some reason.
Listen here, Henry. What a story, Henry.
What a story. Haha, very funny.
And he has telekinesis powers and... Can I have a dozen red roses, please? Oh, hi, Tommy. Oh, hi, doggy.
Let's go play some catch, yes.
You're my favorite customer.
You are tearing me apart, please. Adena.
What a story, Mark. So anyway, how is your sex life?
Guys, can I join?
No, Danny, go away, Danny.
Oh, what a creep.
What a creep, Danny.
Let's continue, because I'm just gonna put myself.
We're just gonna quote The Room all night instead.
Okay, you know what? But the thing is, Akan's fucking amazing though when you think about it.
Akan.
Okay,
that's how they pronounce him, Akan. We don't want to say Akan because all Bulgarians are going to snicker at that.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he is written as Akan.
Akan, true, but he's Akan to me.
Yeah.
I literally saw. Nakan. We're 12.
For those who wonder, Nakan is it means he shot himself.
He spooked himself, yeah. No, he's pooed himself. Nastral, he shot himself. You know what I mean?
Well,
Nakan is like a little boy. Mommy, I made poo-poo. I made a poo-poo.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't translate Bulgarian directly because Bulgarian has grading and different levels of the same words.
Yeah. Try and explain that to people. They're like, so is Bulgarian complicated? And you go, yeah.
As much as now we have the most trollest of all fucking languages in existence.
Yep.
The trollest. It's like I can say one thing mean a completely other thing, and the third thing has to be understood. And somehow, to the person who said, we have to meet at the middle.
Yep. And the other person, and then your Bulgarian teacher shows up at a time when she goes, "That was actually grammatically incorrect, and you're not supposed to use that word in that connotation." and you're like, just go back to your cave. I don't want to listen to this again.
And not to mention all the fucking slang terms. Holy shit. He's like, one time one person asked me what the fuck I just said, and I was like, okay, so this word means this, but in this context I use it like that. But this word in conjunction with that word is
at this point you sort of give up on like translating it. You just go, well, I just said fuck your mother, but in a very convoluted way.
Yeah, and he was like, so wait, what the fuck? So I said this, but I used different fucking words to describe the same thing because these words don't mix like that. And he was like, oh, this sounds fucking complicated. I was like, because it does.
Because we've made it complicated for ourselves, and we didn't have to, but somehow we still did.
And this is the worst thing because when it comes to written literature, especially, it sucks in novels most of the time.
Yep, because interpreting Bulgarian properly to convey the story in a way it fails in some cases, especially in certain books.
And not to mention, but when it comes to fucking symbolism, somehow it's the best fucking language because everything's a fucking symbol. Yep. Everything has a 3, 2, 5, 6, 7 fucking meanings.
If you want to do metaphors and shit, Bulgarian's perfect for that.
And this is why I fucking hate the symbolism era. I fucking despise it because every time I was in the Bulgarian lit class, it was like symbolism, and then everybody in the fucking room was like, "Fuck."
Why is Atanas Dalchev's room? Why is it red in this certain series? And you go, because his room was red, and they go, no, it symbolizes the internal struggle of the artist while he talks. It's like, no, it's just a red room.
You mixed it up. Dalchev is with the diabolism.
Oh, was he? It's still the same point though. You're still overanalyzing things for the sake of overanalyzing them.
You're thinking Peu Yavorov and Sloveikov.
Oh no, let's not.
By the way, shout out to Nasco because I forgot last week. I'm sorry, my friend. I hope you enjoy our quick intermission.
Yes, Nasco, enjoy Nasco. We talk about this. Nasco.
Oh god, Okay, so let's get back to the movie.
What we talk? Oh yeah, movie. Hardcore Henry. It's a really fun film. But again, if you're not into like just non-stop action, you will probably get tired of it by minute 10.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point
because it starts and I think it only stops for a good 10 minutes near like just before the third act starts. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but there is a point because he's kind of it's like you remember the movie Crank?
Yeah, he's basically on the run the whole time.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but Crank, there was a lot of intermissions, a lot of stupid shit, a lot of times that he stopped and used his fucking brain for a while.
And Chester Bennington was there as well.
And in this movie, he doesn't. He just fucking runs the whole time. He beats people. He fucking parkours the living shit out of it. He just doesn't stop.
I still think the scene that they showed initially, like the initial concept for it, I still think that's the best scene of the whole film.
You know what I thought was the best scene?
What?
It's the last one when his wife Estelle and
right. Spoilers. Like, his wife isn't his wife. It turns out she was in it the whole time.
Yeah, because they were creating these super soldiers, and he was the first one, and they all are his or some sort, and they all have wives that have been taken, and they're all let loose to
basically try to take them. He wakes up, and this woman goes, "I'm your wife. I'm gonna help you escape." And
she gives him a ring.
Yep. And they block out his memories. Turns out like he doesn't remember who he is, but it's like, and that memory is what they're gonna use for every other soldier after him. He was like the initial prototype.
Yeah, and in the last scene before spoilers, she gets killed because obviously she gets killed.
Everybody in this film gets killed apart from Henry himself.
Oh, and I think the two Russian bombers, the two killers, Olga the Dominatrix and Katya. Olga and Katya the Dominatrix.
Pretty sure Katya is the one that gets impaled by the shrapnel in the forest.
No, because they're different. These ones are different.
They all look the same.
Oh, sure. And then I was like, Henry, why did you do this? And he uses his own blood. It fucking spells easy. And I was like,
I didn't expect that. We just sort of like goes E Z. It just so fucking stupid.
First time I was, and she was like, why did you do this? I was like, easy. He fucking spells it. I was like, now finish with GG. Well played, no rem, motherfucker.
I play meter feet.
Easy cut. I was like, every time I see this, I always fucking laugh.
Also,
like,
sorry, go on.
He does it in such a way. It's like it's almost like a fucking joke at this point. He's like,
well, no, they do a lot of jokes in this film. Actually, a lot of it's because he doesn't speak because his voice box is broken or whatever. So
for some reason.
anything he does with movements, and because it's from first person, all you see is his hands.
Yeah.
And in the bit where they're at the end, like near the end, the scene I'm talking about, and the other guy shoots another guy, he looks at the guy that's helping him and just gives him the okay sign. But it's so blunt. He literally does like a fast 90 degree turn, and his hand just goes, whoop, pops up into frame, goes away. I was there like, yay, funny times.
I mean, this movie, it needs to be seen. It's like so much of the jokes will be lost even in context because they're fucking idiotic.
It's because it's all in first person, and there's so many. It's a lot of timed, like it's very gory slapstick.
Yeah, but you know what? See, I kind of IMDb because I got interested in who actually played Hardcore Henry because I didn't wait for the.
That's what I'm looking into right now, and it's his name.
It's
the same guy that played Slick Dimitri.
And that was the best one line ever, man. He was like, oh, half machine, half pussy. He fucking jumps over. I was like, what do you even say to that?
It's like, what?
Do you even say to that? We only see his face once at the end, and when he's looking at
you see him in the reflection when he's looking at himself.
And he's happy because he actually fucking understood who he was, what he was doing. He actually got closure. It's like, you have actual character development in a movie where a person doesn't talk. It's first person.
Yeah. I wish Tim Roth was my dad.
I also wish Tim Roth was my dad. We had some fucking amazing conversation. Thank you, Tim Roth. You're a national treasure.
One thing I didn't... I was confused by. Jimmy.
Yep.
Charlotte Copley doing the role of a lifetime, playing like 7 different versions of himself. Every single one of them is fucking impeccable.
I know,
but
right?
He said to Henry at the end, he was like, I know what the connection between us is. What was the connection between them?
Because they're kind of living the same thing. Both of them don't know what they are. Because when you think about it, Jimmy spent his whole fucking life on that chair after that one moment.
Right, I get it. It's symbolism again.
So he made all those versions of himself to experience different things. While Henry didn't know who he was, and he just went on a quest to find him. So both of them are on the same fucking quest.
They're on the same page.
The same person.
Yeah,
they're kind of the same people, but with different ways to achieve the same goal. And they both do it in the end because Jimmy understands who and what he is and what he does, and he's okay with it when he dies. But he doesn't want to die because
he says it himself. That's why he made the copies, because he doesn't want to die.
Well, yeah, but he understands the point. He understands for the first time he's living while he's trying to help Henry, and he finds himself. So he's okay. He's not okay because he doesn't want to die, but at least he has closure and understanding. So in the end, he's okay with it, but he doesn't want to.
Yep.
And it's like, but you know, the fucking the World War II Jimmy, the fucking Brit, or the survivalist Jimmy, or the cocaine addicted hooker fucking Jimmy. Those man, those
Jimmys, yeah.
Oh god, it's like fucking man. Who even fucking came up with this shit? I can almost imagine Ilya and the others were like sitting there, like, so listen, we will have this person here. This person is very good. He will have different copies of himself, and they will be all different versions of himself. And these different versions will have different traits, but they will still be the same person. They were like, "What the fuck are we gonna get to do that shit? This sounds so impossible." I know we will get that guy that played in the other movies. What was his name? Charlito Copley, who played also in District 9 and Chappie, and the A-Team somehow.
Yeah, he was
fucking amazing. This is so sad that this movie didn't get so much recognition. It deserves.
Sure, but I understand why it didn't, because it's kind of niche considering it's in first person. And I'll be honest, there's bits of it where you kind of go, "What just happened?" Because it's in first person, and you can't really appreciate the action in places so much.
See, this brings me to a question. It's like, because of course it does. See, last week you gave me Nick of Time, which is also an action movie.
True.
This time I brought you a different type of an action movie.
True, yeah.
But the thing is what constitutes a good action movie? It's not even a good action movie. A good action scene.
To be able to see the action.
No. See, when you think about it, You know me, I'm a big fan of The Raid. I think The Raid is the best movie
The
that came
Raid
out.
is fucking just. Ugh.
You saw The Raid 2. You haven't seen The Raid 1.
Okay.
I'll make you watch The Raid. I'll fucking make you. I'll go back to fucking Glasgow. I'm gonna get every fucking net I can to come to your place and make you watch it. No, fuck it. Get your colleagues. Gather around.
Everybody gather around, yeah.
Yeah, everybody gather around. Do one fucking night. Just sit and watch back to back The Raid 1 and The Raid 2. This is what, in my opinion, constitutes a good action scene. When it's not even the people who make it or the action that's in it, if it fits the proper narrative. See, you've seen the Old Boy, right?
Yep.
The original.
Yep.
You remember that one scene that he was in the hallway fighting?
Yep.
Do you know what the point of that scene was?
To show how much he's grown and to show that he can be stopped.
No, not exactly. See,
he was at the end of his tether as well.
No, the whole point was, the scene is to show that fighting, first of all, is difficult. It is difficult. And it's not as easy as, especially superhero movies make it out. Like, one person just fucking goes through them like the cardboard pieces.
Also, they said that there's quite a bit of homages in Hardcore Henry to a lot of films.
And there was
an homage to Old Boy itself when he picks up the screwdriver, like in that little thingy they were in. Yeah.
Yeah, and the way it's shot, it's this continuous take on this hallway. You see every little bits of it. He sees how he goes with the fucking screwdriver on his back, and you see everything. Now, The Raid is a different type of an action scene that kind of pays homage to it, kind of, because the way the first and the way it's built, it's like you see all of the action again, but you see actual fucking individuals who have trained all their lives and they're fucking masters, and they convey this whole feeling of martial supremacy of the people. It's not even always the police that are the better ones. Actually, Mad Dog is the craziest motherfucker of them all, and one-on-one he could kill every single one of them, no questions asked.
Yeah.
But I will make you watch that movie and we'll discuss it again. And you see, see another movie that came out last year, I think, Atomic Blonde.
I've not. No, I wanted to go see it, but never got the chance.
See, they shot it in a different way because it had.
It's one of the John Wick directors, so it looks very cool.
I'll get to John Wick as well because he also ties in. See, I want to see because Charlize Theron. See, Charlize Theron prepared for the role, and she actually learned martial arts. Yeah. She actually did, but the director didn't want to make her overdo it, so he shot it in such a way that everything's a little bit slower, so she doesn't overexert herself. Because also she isn't exactly young, even though she looks like fucking amazing.
She is something.
Oh yeah, she
is something.
And she does all the scenes, but she also gets hit. Because she is a woman, she is short and she doesn't have the same power. And she's fighting a couple of people at the same time.
Yeah.
And she gets hit and she perseveres.
It's good. That's what good action is, though. Everybody gets a chance.
Well, it's not even that, because fighting is also a way to persevere. You're not always in the position to just mow down people as well. You're in a position that you put your life on the line and you have to use most of the time your will force to power through it and survive. And that's what she does. She's not the most physically imposing one. She's not even the most technically skilled one. But with a combination of a little bit of speed, a little bit of quick wit, and some experience, she's able to get through them. Even though she gets really fucking beat up in the movie. Like, literally, holy shit. They kicked the living shit out of her at one point.
I need to watch
John Wick. Yeah, John Wick is a different one.
The John man Wick who doesn't stop and just has aimbot installed in his hands at all times.
Yeah, but his scenes convey a different feeling, though. They convey a person with exactly the same will and determination that Charlize Theron does, but he's the most physically imposing one of the lot.
And he's the most experienced as well.
Exactly, and he uses that to his advantage. See, in The Raid, it was the other one. It was the other way. The baddest motherfucker was the shortest one of them all.
Yep.
Literally, every scene that there is a physical. You see the physical differences between Mad Dog and everyone who fights. Spoiler: he fights 3 people. The first one is literally a head and a half higher than him. He also gets shots in, but he gets shots in because he's physically more imposing and stronger than him. Mm-hmm. But Mad Dog fucking breaks him. He fucking destroys him because he's technically more gifted and fucking crazier. He's just crazy. He doesn't give a shit. And this is like two different ways to shoot action scenes. One of which we have actual martial arts experts that make quick and fast action, and it looks believable and well. The other one is when you have slower ones, and they convey a different type of feeling, but you know that they're badasses because they're able to persevere through it. And if Oldboy started this slower type-ish with the more concern, with the more the coherent action, the rate perfected it. John Wick made it popular. That's how I view it.
Yeah, but Hardcore Henry is a mix of all of them because it's all from first person.
Yeah,
and that's why I feel like that. But that's why I feel like the shooting sections work so much better than the hand-to-hand sections.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't exactly say what the hell's going on. But the shooting's on point. The shooting close to John Wick, because you know the way he handles the gun, what he aims.
He knows what he's doing with the gun, but also when you watch him shoot, you can understand what's going on. But anytime they do hand to hand, you're kind of like, did he just get what? Who? Because it's the way they filmed it. They basically just put a GoPro on the guy's head.
Yeah.
And that's how they did the whole film.
Well, yeah, that's the because that GoPro, as much as it's an amazing tool, half the time, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
It just isn't. I mean, they should have taken a book out of the film director's stuff and just have a guy with a camera shoot in front of the guy while he's fighting, so it makes kind of sense.
No, but I get why they did it. It's like a different project, and I guess it is a project at the end of the day that they achieved. They achieved really well.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that film. It was a really good time. And I can't really say much. That's the stupid thing. We could discuss it, but there's not a lot to discuss because it's a movie that you have to watch. It's just a film shot in first person. It's nonstop action. It's nonstop gore and stupid shit.
Yep.
And I mean, it's just silly. It's really incredibly silly.
Well, when I was expecting a very in-depth of the movie, cyborgs,
yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly the best idea ever, but I was trying to show you, as like what I was saying, a different style of making action movies and how it has evolved. Because you know, Star Wars, the fight between Vader and Luke.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell that Luke isn't Mark Hamill, neither the guy who played Vader. Like, fucking forget his name because I'm not sure at this point.
You can tell that neither of them knew what they were doing with the swords. Yeah.
But they make it believable because Vader is the physically more imposing and the more dangerous one. So he's always higher than him, and and every time he swings the sword, you see how Mark Hamill is having trouble blocking, and he has to persevere through it. It makes sense. It just makes sense. It conveys what you have to convey. You know who exactly the badass. It's like the same. Then you have movies like the fucking Avengers where I'll go to Black Widow for again for purposes, not to knock on Scarlett Johansson for some reason, but because they had to make her look like a badass. So she just no reason, just people stand there and she does flippy shit.
Flippy flips.
No, flippy shit. That's that's wrestling euphemism.
Oh.
It's like and that's really annoying because they tell you that she's a badass, but you don't actually kind of witness it. You witness how other people build the same scenes in a different way, and this is the difference. What makes a good action director from others? They shoot meticulously until they get the one fucking cut they want, the one that conveys it best.
Yeah.
That one that you just go like, holy shit.
That's why you get Jackie Chan films and you get like 1,000 bloopers at the end of every film because they take their time to like master the way the scenes look.
Because that's first of all how Jackie Chan wanted it. He always wanted it that way because he understands how action works, and this is again how.
And it's always shot nice. It's always shot nice. That's why this one sort of lacks in some places. That's why Hardcore Henry lacks, but it makes up for it with the amount of bombast that they do. There's a scene where they have a chain gun attached to a bike, and they're mowing down vans, and they take the chain gun, crash through. Obviously, this is all first person, so it's kind of hard to explain. But they crash through the back of the van, exit out the front, killing everybody inside.
I don't even understand how that one works.
It's besides the
Jumped
point.
grenade.
It's a stupid film.
Yeah, no, he got on one of the no, it wasn't even a tank. It was one of those Humvees, I guess. He dropped a bomb inside. Then he got propelled from the explosion. And
No, he throws a grenade inside another van. The explosion propels him in the air, and as he falls down, one of the Russian ladies swoops in a bike and saves him.
Yeah, that's one of the dominatrix wins.
Yeah, no, it's so fucking stupid, but I loved it. It's just...
first time I saw it, I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Yep.
What is this?
Yep.
And when he single-handedly fights a tank, that's a knock on Chuck Norris, I think.
Yeah. He basically, a tank shows up, and he just destroys the tank on his own. He just jumps on top, kills the gunner, goes inside, kills another guy, goes inside, smacks another guy with a machete.
With a katana, I think.
No, it was a machete, I think.
It's just
you can't really tell from the GoPro, but basically he wakes up in the forest after he gets saved in the middle, and a tank shows up, and all he has is a fucking sword, and he just kills everybody in the tank with the sword.
Yeah, I think this is a. I think there was a. I'm not gonna watch where he killed the tank with a pistol. Chuck Norris.
Yeah, but that's Chuck Norris though. When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't push himself up; he pushes the earth down. You know what I mean?
You know when you know.
What?
There is one person.
Uh-huh.
One person in the entire history of fucking humanity who beat up Chuck Norris in a movie.
Bruce Lee.
Exactly.
It was Chuck Norris's first film as well.
Well, was it Enter the Dragon?
I think it was Enter the Dragon, yeah, but I'm not 100% sure.
Me neither. But still.
Well,
I mean, do we want to?
I was gonna say, I think that's about it. Like, again, it's the type of film that you throw at people, but you expect them to get their own ideas out of it, and because it's first person, and because you don't really want to spoil all the action bits, because it's just action all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense for people to sit down and watch it than for us to explain too much, because then we end up just spoiling the film. The last bit with the cord from where he just takes his eye out, that was top notch.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. I think that it's not. I don't think it references Tetsuo though.
No, it's not. No, that's a different one. That's bits from his arm, I think. But in this one,
no. There was a movie called Tetsuo, which is a Japanese one.
It references. It is an anime reference when he gets up and he lifts all the bodies from in the air. That's an Akira reference, though. I'm pretty sure.
Was there also was it Hardware that I need to rewatch every one of these movies that I'm thinking and just write shit down, and then maybe, just fucking maybe, I'll be able to piece out most of the things that they came. Most of the references, but I don't want to do that because I'm looking at like fucking 60 movies.
We'll be watching for Have you seen Upgrade, by the way?
Oh yeah, I think I did.
Okay, I'm not gonna give you that one then. But yeah, Hardcore Henry was a really good time, and I enjoyed it. I have my qualms with it, as I said, like bits of the act. If it's gunplay, it's fine, but when it's hand to hand, it's a bit confusing. But apart from that, I've got to say it was a good film, and whoever hasn't seen it should see it if they enjoy a really fun, turn your brain off action.
So, which movie would you like me to watch?
Right. Listen. I know you like to do your research, and I know the fact that you always like look things up and give yourself a little mini review before you sit down and actually watch the film.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to ask you to do me a massive favor for next week.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to give you this film, okay?
Okay.
But I don't want you to do any research whatsoever.
Okay.
I want you to go in and watch this film fresh.
Okay.
Because it's a film that has to be experienced without research.
Okay.
Because the research will ruin the film for you.
I will probably watch it now, then do my research, and then watch it again. That's all.
Yeah, honestly, this is one of the best films I've ever watched in my life. Okay. I love every minute of it. And I feel like I've been enlightened by it.
Okay, which one?
The movie is called Fateful Findings. Fate is in, not faith, but fate. Fate.
Wait, 2013?
No, I said don't look anything up. All you need
No. I'm sorry, by just to make sure. I don't see any
it's a 2013 film. Yes, Fateful Findings.
Okay, I don't see any memorable people, so I'll just.
Again, honestly, do me a massive favor. Don't do any research.
I'm not. I just want to see if it's the correct one, so I don't pull another.
It's a 2013. The director's called Neil Breen.
Yeah, exactly. This one.
That's the one.
Okay.
This is one of the best films I've ever watched in my life.
It has 4.7 though.
I said don't look at the scores.
Okay, I'll see it. I mean, when you use IMDb, it's literally name fucking score. It's like
again, don't look at the the score is not important. It's the experience that matters the most. Okay. Just watch. Just watch the film.
What the fuck did Neil Breen do?
Experience it. No research. No research. Just watch. No. Don't research anything. Just watch the film and discover it for yourself. I'm pissing myself thinking about this. Just watch it, and you will be as surprised as I was, in the most pleasant of ways.
Okay.
Because it's one of the best films I have ever seen in my life.
Okay, I just made a quick review on the.
No.
Cast.
Don't. Just watch the film. Honestly, just watch it. It's spectacular. It is spectacular. Don't do research. Okay. You'll ruin it for yourself.
No, I'm not doing research. I'm researching the actors in it because I'm interested, because I've never heard any one of these. And
that's the point. That's the point. Just watch the film. And
what?
Just watch it and get back to me next week, okay?
Okay.
I think, is that us for this week?
Yeah, I probably can't remember. We're gonna talk about the game. It's a game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you were talking about, you were gonna get into like some news that you never realized.
There was a lot of shit this week. This fucking usual.
If you end up remembering the news, pass it on to me, and I will throw it into the description of the video that we get uploaded afterwards.
Yeah, I know. This movie looks like I'm gonna have some.
Oh, you're gonna have a lot of fun watching this. Trust me.
Let me see if it's faithful findings.
Yeah. Trust me. Just watch this film and get back to me next week. I'll watch it too, just as a refresher and to enlighten myself again.
Oh yeah, it's on. But oh god, the fucking camera. Oh god.
No research.
I'm not doing research. I just put it on the first shot.
Okay, the first shot is amazing. I know. Right. Thank you all for listening. This episode 5 of Voices from Behind.
Yeah. How are we gonna call this?
I want to call it. I want to call it. I wish Tim Roth was my dad.
Hardcore Tim Roth fans.
Or yeah, that works as well.
I'd say you leave the naming to me. I guess.
I figured out a name. It was. I wish Hardcore Tim Roth was my dad.
Hardcore Tim Roth. but he was. That's the worst thing about it, because Tim was fucking amazing, and anyone who says otherwise, I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna make you sit through all his fucking career
and I'm going to stab you.
Well, I won't go as far as that.
No, you won't, but I'll be there. Stabbing them if they don't like Tim Roth.
I mean, how can you not
like you don't like him?
How can you? I mean, he's just holy shit.
He's a great actor.
He's a fucking national treasure.
Right. Thank you all for listening. Sorry.
Oh. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Watch Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Okay.
Just watch it as a side one. You will love it. It's a very moody movie. It's well written, well played, and it's just, it's the same person who did Troll Hunter, and I'm biased because Troll Hunter is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of the first found footage movies that I watched that was like, this is really good, and it's found footage that made me rewatch, start watching a lot of these, and I found the Poughkeepsie tapes,
Poughkeepsie tapes,
and many others that we will probably end up watching at some point.
Oh God. Okay, so your movie for next week is called Fateful Findings. This has been us. Thank you all for listening. This will be up on YouTube Friday, which is tomorrow.
Friday
for all the YouTube subscribers. Thank you all for listening, and I'm gonna play some music now and send us off on episode 5 of the Voices from Behind podcast. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ooh, music. There's the music. There we go. Farts.
Just